TomoNews presents Winter is Coming.
An ill wind is blowing towards America's northeast. Thousands of flights were canceled and schools were ordered to close as the northeastern United States braced for the arrival of a blizzard on Tuesday. One condition required for a blizzard to form is a mass of warm air rising over cold air. This causes strong cold winds and precipitation to fall. A blizzard will then occur if temperatures are below freezing at ground level and in the clouds, and there is enough moisture in the air to allow clouds and snow to form. Blizzards are defined by the National Weather Service as severe snowstorms that last for at least 3 hours, with wind speeds hitting at least 35 miles per hour, and falling or blowing snow that reduces visibility to under a quarter of a mile. The National Weather Service warns that this blizzard will bring 6 to 12 inches of snow and high winds to New York City. Boston is also under a blizzard watch and could experience at least a foot of snow. Meanwhile, Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia may not be hit by a blizzard, but can still expect 4 to 8 inches of snow. Added to the travel chaos, financial commentators predict the inclement weather could cost the economy more than $1 billion, including lost wages.
No way! Watch as this Canadian train plows through the snow. Indiana family go out of their way to save a buck.
Aren't they all fucked up looking? Poor guy, what the hell? He's all fucked up. He's pretty skinny.
That's sweet.
Okay. Alright. Hold on, get him up there. I'd get him away from the river, because he's just going to try to...
There you go. It's recording. That's sweet.
Okay.
Virginia school districts versus winter weather. Nature wins. School days in the US are similar to typhoon days here in Taiwan, except here it isn't just the students who get the day off. The DC area was hit by an unexpected snowstorm Tuesday night. A dozen school buses were involved in crashes, while another 18 buses got stuck after several school districts chose not to cancel school. Forecast changed overnight from 1 inch to 2 to 4 before increasing up to 6 inches by mid-morning. Actual snowfall varied, as did the various school districts in their decision on whether or not to cancel school. Prince William County Police received 171 calls reporting vehicle crashes between 5 a.m. and noon, with 12 of those involving school buses. Other buses slid off the road and in some cases obstructed traffic. Even pedestrians were in danger. One 15-year-old girl was injured when she slipped while crossing an icy road and was struck by a car that was unable to stop. Montgomery and Prince George's counties called it off, but Loudoun, Fairfax, Arlington, and Prince William counties weren't about to let a couple inches of white stuff get in the way of children's education. Prince William County dodged responsibility by telling parents that they should know better. They later issued an apology and shifted some of the blame to the weather forecasters. But why send kids out into this danger? Just let them spend the day pissing their name in the snow. Boys rescued after being buried in snow. Massive snowfalls are a pain in the butt for many New York residents, but for young snowboard enthusiasts, this is the best time of year. But being entombed when your creation collapses on you can ruin that feeling. Two boys ages 9 and 11 built a snowboard across the street from the Kenny Apartments in Newburgh Wednesday night. A snowplow operator clearing the parking lot behind the boys didn't see them playing in the snowbank and unknowingly landed a devastating blow to the fort, burying the boys inside. When the boys failed to return home, their parents became worried. They called 911 just before midnight. A police officer spotted a snow shovel sticking out of the snowbank. He started digging and found one of the boys' boots. The officer called for backup and asked neighbors to grab their shovels and help with the rescue. It's unknown exactly how many hours the boys spent buried before they were pulled from the snow around 2 a.m. The pair were taken to the hospital for exposure to the cold, as temperatures outside dipped into the 20s.
Bored Canadian guy digs huge snow tunnel from house to car.
And what's going on in here? We're in a tunnel of snow.
Well, yesterday during the storm, I figured I'd have to shovel some out eventually. So instead of shoveling the whole thing out and getting the wind to fill it back in, I just started digging in and in, following the path, and eventually I found the car.
And how long did this take you?
This took about six and a half hours yesterday with the break in between. I was lucky I had somebody inside cooking me a nice meal.
And what made you want to do this and build this tunnel out to the car? Boredom?
Cabin fever, I guess, I don't know. I knew I had to do it eventually. Why not start now and have a little fun with it? I'm just about at the top here, but there's still about 3 feet above our heads. And there's another car a few feet to the left of here that I've yet to excavate.
How are you going to get these cars out?
That's a good question. I was planning on maybe digging all around it, starting and driving it out, but we'll see how that works.
Lions caught roughhousing in snow at Hogle Zoo in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Panda playing in the snow will melt your cold, icy heart. This panda playing in the snow will definitely melt your cold, icy heart.
electrical concrete allows roads to de-ice themselves. Chris Twan, a University of Nebraska-Lincoln engineering professor, has created a prototype concrete concoction that can conduct electricity and has the potential to make roads safer in a big way by melting away falling snow. Conductive concrete is 80% standard concrete mixture, with steel shavings and carbon particles making up the remaining 20%. When the concrete is connected to a power source, the mixture conducts electricity and generates heat as a byproduct. The energy required to heat up 1 square foot of concrete is just 22% of what's needed to light a typical incandescent light bulb. Tests show that the heat generated is strong enough to melt snow and ice. While normal concrete is just $120 per cubic yard, the price tag for conductive concrete is considerably greater at $300 per cubic yard. However, the high upfront costs can offset greater maintenance and de-icing costs down the line. Twan is currently testing the prototype mixture with the Federal Aviation Administration through March. If the tests are successful, the concrete will be tested at a major airport in the U.S.
6-point bull elk rescued by Oregon State troopers. On December 27th, Fish and Wildlife troopers in Prineville, Oregon, rescued the 6-point bull elk after responding to a call. The caller reported an elk jumping over a guardrail and flipping over, landing on its back and getting stuck in the snow. The troopers were on patrol looking for anglers and migratory bird hunters in the Crooked River area when they got the report. They used a rope to pull the bull elk right side up. Earlier in the video, he kicked and struggled to turn over in the deep pile of snow. He must have tuckered himself out because after the troops turned him over, he still couldn't stand on his own 4 legs. But after a few minutes, he was able to hobble away from the area. Oregon State Police posted the video of the triumphant rescue to their YouTube account and made a note that the time code in the video is incorrect. The winter rescue actually occurred in December.
Massachusetts man Douglas Haskell was arrested Saturday night for allegedly hitting a plow driver on the head with a shovel in a snow rage attack. Never heard of snow rage before?
Snow rage is the same thing. It's a point at which people break and they really lose it emotionally, and very often they do things that they are sorry for later.
It's unclear as to what exactly fueled the attack. Police believe Haskell may have been upset when the plow driver pushed snow onto his side of the street. After a short argument, Haskell bashed the snowplow driver with a snow shovel. The plow driver suffered a cut above his left eye, but no serious injuries. Haskell has been arrested for assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. He was arraigned today and later released. He's due in court on March 27th.